Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I need more light. It's pretty today, but it's not very bright. Hello, Paula. How are you? Mm, I should I should bring it up on my other phone so I can see what we look like here. See what there we go. Okay, it is live. And I don't want top, I want all. There we go. There we go. Okay. I am eating a dried apple ring. There's this place by us. It's called Green Bluff. And there's a lot of orchards. It used to just be apples. There's a whole bunch of stuff now. And people go up there and pumpkins, big fall place. In the summertime, it's cherries and strawberries and stuff like that. And where's my little stand? I have a little stand. I had a little stand. Where is it? And oh, here it is. Here it is in my junk. Well, you're the only one talking, but it says there's 7 people lurking. So there's Miss Dana. And so we went up there over the weekend and got some apples. And Mr. dries them and makes dried apples, apple rings. And oh, they're so good. He put cinnamon sugar on them. They're so good. Apple chips. They're so good. Love it. But so I grabbed one real quick while I walked by. I went over to fill my coffee cup and I grabbed one real quick. So, well, I already ate the ones you brought me. I just got a text message. I'm responding it to real quick. Okay. Here we go. Hi. Yeah, drive it. I love dried apples. Especially, there goes spitting it out. The ones he makes because it's not full of sugar. So many of the ones that you buy, they've got sugar or honey or something like that all over them. And this is just apples. Or like I said, he put cinnamon on these, so it's apples and cinnamon. Hi, Steel.
You didn't eat them. They're right here in the bowl.
Oh, okay. Oh, fried apples. So, good morning, everybody. Oh, yeah. Dried apples. Yeah, we've got a dehydrator. We've had it for, oh my gosh, 1,000,000 years. I don't even know where it came from, but we've had it for as long as I can remember. And he dries all kinds of stuff in it. He dries fruit. And like I said, I like the dried fruit because it doesn't have a lot of extra sweeteners and things on it. But he can add some spices and things to it if he wants to. And, you know, when you buy dried fruit at the stores, they charge a fortune for that stuff. You know, they charge it, I don't know, $8-10 a pound for some of those things sometimes. But he also dries like peppers and chilies, anything that comes out of the garden, he will put into the dehydrator. And it's about this big around, and it's white, and it's got trays, 4 or 5 trays on it, and it'll take overnight. Yeah, beef jerky. He's done that. But it takes overnight usually for anything to dry in it. Sometimes more than that. You got to cut stuff super thin. Yeah, the jerky, it'll take a couple of days. But absolutely, he will do that. See, now I'm hot. I was complaining a few minutes ago that I was cold, and I covered all up with blankies and put on my sweater, and now I'm too warm. Yeah, Paula. And it wasn't expensive. I want to say, well, of course, Lord knows, I think we've had this thing probably, I don't know. Where did we buy that? Did you have it? Yeah.
I got it at a yard sale.
Yard sale. That makes sense. He probably paid $2 for it at a yard sale. Yeah. And we have used it 1,000 times. It is one of those things that you pick up and you're like, we're never going to use this thing. It doesn't even get, you know, you've got that stuff that goes to the garage, and then you've got the stuff that goes out back. This thing, it doesn't even hardly leave the kitchen because is that the what
Air
is that?
compressor.
Do we need it to be running because
No,
it's
I
very
just-
loud?
I forgot it. I'll
Okay,
just
go
shut it off.
please go turn it off because it's very loud. But this thing gets used all the time. And it's so funny, while we were gone, Morgan even used it. She dehydrated some, I think she made some mangoes and something else that was green peppers. She dehydrated some green peppers and she likes to snack on those. But really, really different kind of stuff. But yeah, and bananas. He makes me banana chips all the time, and I just love them. I just love them. But it's so better. It's so much better than a lot of things that I could snack on, even if I just. And I know that when they're dehydrated, they're denser, and so you have more calories because they're denser. And some people will say, I think some people have said fiber wise, you're not getting as much because you're not getting the actual fruit. I don't even know if that's true because all they're taking out of it is the moisture. But definitely it's more calorie dense because I can eat a lot more of those. I mean, I can eat a whole big handful of banana chips, which is going to be equal to 2 or 3 bananas. But so definitely you got to be careful of the calories. But I'm not good at eating fruit. I like fruit, but to sit down and eat an apple is probably not going to happen very often because my teeth are really bad. My teeth are super bad. But I will eat these. I will eat these, and I love them. I love them. So it's a good way for me to get in my fruit. I have seen in the stores dehydrated melon. We have not made them yet, but I've seen dehydrated cantaloupe, and people do dehydrated mangoes and stuff. So I think it would be right about the same. But I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Boy, did I go off on a tangent right off the bat, didn't I? Hello, everybody. We've got a lot of people in here. Like I said, you never ever know what we're going to talk about in this little thing. So where is everybody today? I will tell you where everybody is. Miss Dana is home taking care of her mother. Her mom has just had surgery, and so she's home being the good daughter and taking care of her mama. And Robbin is here. Miss Amber will be joining us later. She is doing some training. She's training a new employee at work. So she's going to pop in probably right at the very tail end and make an appearance. And Miss Darla has a doctor's appointment. So hi Roseanne, after all of you guys waiting and waiting and waiting for us finally to get back because we have been missing in action for 3 weeks.
Yeah,
and now you guys are just stuck with me. We've been gallivanting around the world. We have been too, all over the world. Now you're just stuck with me this morning. But our trip was great. We went from this side of the state over to Seattle and hopped on a boat over there, and then we cruised down to Mexico, and then we cruised down to Panama. We went through the Panama Canal. That was super fun. I've never done that before. It was really neat to see, and hot. It was right close to 100 pretty much. Once we got to Mexico, it was basically 96, 97 with about 95% humidity the whole rest of the trip until we got almost to New Orleans. In fact, the day before we got to New Orleans. So all but about 4 days of the trip, it was within spitting distance of 100 degrees the whole time. I was happy as a clam. There was only one day on the entire trip that I was overly warm, and that was the day we were in Colombia. And I don't know why I was too warm that day. Hi, Miss Sally. Yes, Miss Sally, I got your package. I see your package sitting there. I have not looked at it yet, but I see that it is sitting there. So it was too warm. And the funny thing was, it was not temperature wise, it was no hotter than any other day. The humidity, in fact, was less, but it just had to be because we were closer to the equator. And I was too warm. It was the only day the entire trip that I was too warm. So everybody else on that was with us they were melting, and they were scared when I told them I was too warm. They were like, "Oh no, what are we gonna do? Because if Robbin's too warm, we are in trouble." But it was just the one day, just the one day. The rest of the time, everybody else was like, "Oh, it's too hot," and I'm just like, "Yay! I'm finally warm enough." So, but yeah, it was great. It was great. But I'm happy to be home. We got sick on the ship. We got sick when we came home. There was a lot of being sick. Everybody got colds. Everybody on the ship was coughing and snorting, and there was that. And like I said last night during bingo, this was the same ship that we took last year, 2 years ago. The time. This is the same ship that we were on when we went to Alaska, and Mr. and I both got COVID. And yes, we both got COVID again, but it was not very bad. We both had one bad day, and I'm still a little snotty. I feel like I've got kind of sinusy where I've got the postnasal drip thing. I was snotty for a good part of the trip, but it was a very light case. Each of us had a very light case. We were down for one day, and we took a lot of precautions and cold medicine and masks, and we're very, very safe around other people. Stayed in our rooms for several days, and I'm never going on that ship again. But yes, I will continue to cruise. As long as there are going to be people, you're going to get sick. That's just the way it goes. And Mr. has, he doesn't have a compromised immune system, but he does have he has long-term effects from his other COVID because he got it pretty bad. And so his lungs were affected. And so he's always going to be a chance of getting it again. That's just the reality. Anytime we're going to be around large groups of people, he's going to have a chance of getting sick. And then as soon as we got home, he got sick again, not COVID, but he got sick again, some kind of a flu bug. And then he passed it on to Morgan. So those two have been sick ever since we got home. I did not get whatever it was that he brought home. I think he picked it up at the airport. So he's just getting better from that. He's weak, and whatever it was, I did not get. So we are playing catch up and, doing all the stuff that you got to do when you get back from being gone from a trip. And, the laundry and the suitcases and the unpacking, and oh dear Lord, the mail, stack of mail like this. And just trying to do all the things. I do have a little bit of happy mail sitting over in the corner, which I have not opened yet. I'm saving it for the weekend. I did not go to work on Saturday. Miss Morgan worked for me while I was gone. So she worked at the craft store while I was gone. So she worked those Saturdays for me. So this Saturday, when I go back to the craft store, I'll take the mail with me, my happy mail. I'll open it then, and I'll do some videos then and record that stuff for me. I have a craft fair coming up. I have 3 craft fairs coming up, three craft fairs coming up. One in October, one in November, one in December. And so I've got to look through my inventory, see what's what. I did order some yarn. Hey, y'all. Joann's having a sale, as always. And the yarn that I use for my chickens is on sale. And they've got that deal where if you order it and then pick it up at the store, you get an extra 25% off. That's a pretty big deal. That's a pretty big sale. So I picked up some of the yarn that I use to make my chickens with. And I'm going to go pick that up today when we're done visiting. I'll run over there. But look what I did. Look, I haven't finished her up, but I used this. I used the last bit of worsted weight yarn from, I know the craft fairs do stress out, mister. This won't be so bad because they'll be set up and then we won't have to tear down until the next day. Ooh. So you guys that do craft fairs, because I've never done one of these craft fairs where it's a weekend thing. So you just leave all your stuff. You leave all your inventory. You just leave it there. I guess you do, right? That seems weird, just walking off and leaving all your stuff. But I guess so. They lock everything up. That seems weird to me, but I guess you do. But isn't this the cutest little thing? I just made her out of the last little bit of leftover yarn from some worsted weight, and she turned out so cute. But like everything else, I have tweaked the pattern a little bit. I think it's cuter. I made her tail a little bit bigger. So, anywho, I'm making hats. This is the school colors of the first craft fair I'm going to. They're red and white. But I don't know, can you see the little bits of pink in there? Where the red goes into the white, there's little bits of pink. So I don't know. I don't know. I think the girls will love it. I was going to make a scarf to go with it. And then I made this hat, and I'm going to put I wasn't sure about the palm. I'm going to do a palm with that. And then I made this infinity scarf. So out of that, and I did this. I got to get his eyes on it. Yep. And I did a pumpkin. So I got a hat, the infinity scarf, this, a small pumpkin, and the little rooster out of 2 skeins of this size. Yes, Lion Brand has their Schitt's Creek yarn 6 for $12, all of the colors. I saw that. I'm trying not to buy it. I'm trying really hard not to buy it. Has anybody used it before? I was looking at the reviews, and a lot of people said it was wonderful. And then, of course, there was 2 or 3 people that said it's terrible yarn. I've never used it before. I am trying not to buy it because I have a significant amount of yarn in my house. And I'm trying to use up what I have and not buy more. Even I got a pattern for a crochet along and it's what is her name? Can't remember. It's a really pretty mosaic. It's got a lot of, it's blue and white, and it's got a lot of like snowflakes and things like that. And I was going to buy yarn for it. I was going to buy the Hirschners because there's a sale on the Hirschners, and I had a 10% off coupon, and I was going to be able to get the yarn, and they had packs for three of these for $12 in a pack. And I was going to be able to get it, the whole thing, for $20. And I said no. And I went to my cupboard and I found enough Brava. Almost enough. I had enough of a real pretty blue and cream for the yardage that they said I needed. And then I thought, I got another color Brava in case I didn't have enough. I could do like one stripe of a different color. It doesn't all have to all be one color. I can do one stripe of another color, at the top and the bottom, not the exact top, but somewhere in there. I'll do one motif in a different color just in case I run short. And then that way I'm using out of my stash, so Dana can't yell at me for buying more yarn. And I know, Sally, it's $2 because that stuff is usually $10 a skein. And that's how I get my stash. Has anybody used the Schitt's Creek before? Because they also have, I should just look, because I still got the email right here. I've got it right here because I looked. I looked. I looked at it. I looked at it. But I'm all done with the Wednesday night craft fairs. I had one to go, which is supposed to be this Wednesday, and I'm not going. Here it is. There's only a certain thing. They only have certain things. They have some hometown in 2 different colors. They have basic stitch in the reflective, which would be kind of cool to do a hat in that, in the reflective. They have the skein tones in 4 different colors. And anybody who does amigurumi, anybody who does any dolls in the amigurumi, and it has 185 yards. That's not that great. But man, oh man, the Schitt's Creek is regular $10 a skein. And y'all, it has 372 yards in every ball. It is a 200-gram ball. I'm going to end up buying some. What's going to happen is they're going to run out of the colors before I convince myself. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Oh, look at those beautiful colors. Look at those beautiful colors. $2 a skein. No, I'm not going to do it. Such pretty colors. All the colors. No, I'm not even going to look. I'm not even going to look. So, Christmas ornaments. Mine ended up all being the same color. They also ended up being bigger than I wanted because apparently I took the wrong hook with me, but they're still not huge. This is how big they are. Aren't they cute? There's an obvious front and a back because I've got the little jog where I have my color change because I'm not good enough at the color changes yet. But aren't they cute? So that's my Christmas ornament. I don't have the ends done. But other than that, mine are all done. They're all done. Mine are all done. And I even remembered, except for one, I didn't remember to put the loop on one. So that'll be the one that does not get mailed out. But isn't it cute? And this little sparkly yarn. Didn't use up nearly as much yarn as I anticipated. So this is one of the things that I took with me on the cruise. So I used my time wisely. One of them, I thought one of them I didn't change the color on for the heel. And I was scared. No, that's not how. I was scared of making that heel so easy. No, they are not perfect, not by a long shot. But they're so cute. And every one of them is a little different looking. Well, of course, they're all different sizes. But nobody will know because they're not going to be next to each other. And every one of them, look at the difference in the size of the toe in those two. Oh, yeah. This one, the toe, I didn't do the toe a different. I think this was the first one I made. So I was afraid I didn't change the color on the toe. But they turned out so cute. I'm very, very, very pleased with how they turned out. So I'll get the I'll get the ends sewn in. And I used, this was from a sale from Hirschner's that I bought last year. I used the Hirschner's Soho Noel yarn, and it's machine wash and dry. Not that anybody's gonna be washing and drying them. Acrylic and polyester Hirschner's yarn, and you can see it's got the sparkles and it really shows up in the yarn. And then the white is just their Hirschner's worsted yarn. This I got in, they had 6 different colors, I think. I want to say 6. They had red and green and blue and silver. I don't know. But each one of them had the sparkles in it. And so I grabbed, I knew I wanted to do something Christmassy with this. And so I grabbed this for the stockings. So I'm real pleased with the way they turned out. And again, it was something I've never done before. And it makes me want to make regular size Christmas stockings because now I'm not afraid. I thought this heel was going to be super, super hard. Could not have been easier. Could not have been easier. Yeah, basically you just went back and forth, however many stitches, and then crocheted it together here, I think. I don't remember now. You know, that was 2 weeks ago. You expect me to remember how I did that? No. Nope. And then you did the little loop there when you were done. One of them, I think one of them I forgot to do the loop on. Yep, this one I forgot to do the loop on. So that one will stay here, and I'll just put or I could go in and crochet a loop on it now. But the one that doesn't have the toe was my original one, and you can see how much smaller it is because whatever hook I took with me was definitely not the same as the hook that I originally started with. But I think they're a good size. I think they're a good size for an ornament, you know. What, 2-3 inches? Of course, I don't have a measuring tape anywhere near.
At least 3 inches.
They're just right. They're just right. And I'm happy because I finished it. So who knew, right? Who knew I would actually finish something?
This is 4 inches.
FO. It's an FO. So anybody who has not joined, is there anybody in here that does not know what this is about? It's Dana's Christmas Ornament Exchange. Actually, it's the Rad Girls Christmas Ornament Exchange that Dana came up with. Dana, can you pop up we put it on last night. The link, I don't know if you're able to. I'm sure you've got to be. See if you can put up the link to your video where you explained it, because you did a really good job explaining the exchange on that video that you did the other day. But basically, we're doing a Christmas ornament exchange. You make a little ornament, something smallish that you can mail out because it is worldwide. And so you don't want to be mailing anything bulky because you don't know where you're going to be mailing it to. Now, honestly, I mail stuff every week, and oftentimes it doesn't cost more than $4 or $5 to mail. These I plan on putting inside an envelope, Christmas card size envelope. So I made sure that I made something that I could put in a Christmas card envelope. You let Dana know that you want to be involved. You crochet, and that's important. This is a crochet gift exchange, a crochet ornament exchange. And so I want to be able to put it in a Christmas card. Let Dana know you want to play. She'll put you on a list. You're going to be on a list with 10 people, yourself and 9 others. So you're going to mail 9 of these off worldwide. You don't know who's going to be on your list until you get the list. So once your group of 10 is filled up, she'll send you your list. And then you're going to mail to everybody on your list one of these ornaments. It has to be finished, ready to be hung. So that's why you either will have a little loopy-doop like this. So you either have the little loopy-doop ready to go, or like my one where I forgot to do my loopy-doop. Obviously, that's the one I'm keeping for myself, because of the 10, one of them you're keeping for yourself. Or the one that I'm keeping for myself, you would put one of those, the Christmas hangers. Yeah, so you just put one of those little Christmas hangers. So when they open it up, they can put it right on their tree. We don't do a tree. We haven't for a few years, just because of space or animals or whatever, the motorhome. The last few years, we have gotten one of those great big poinsettia plants from Costco, and that's our Christmas tree. So these will go gorgeous on there. We're not even doing that this year because little Miss Kitten will destroy that. So I'm going to take mine that I get from people, and I'm going to string them across my mantle. I can't wait. They're going to look so cute. Now, I also know that several of the people on my exchange list are in Canada. So those are going to be the ones that I mail out first, because I know from personal experience, getting things to Canada can be tricky dicky. That can be tricky. So as soon as I get my ends done, I'm probably going to find I think I've got a box of Christmas cards here already. And then yeah, we need to dig out those Christmas cards.
I'm not looking for them.
You don't have to look for them. So I'm going to dig out my Christmas cards and start mailing them off to Canada. The deadline to mail them out is the week before Black Friday, the week before American Thanksgiving. And by the way, happy Canada Thanksgiving. I believe that was yesterday, Monday, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look on my calendar, because I did mark that down. So it was November 20th, which is a bingo day. So November 20th, anybody who wants to participate needs to, so you still have 2 whole months to get these made and mailed out. And what a fun thing. So y'all know, those of you who are in my group know what you're getting. That's it. Ta-da! I finished. And I'm super excited, putting them in a Christmas card and popping them in the mail. And I want to make sure, and hello, Miss Sherry. So I want to make sure and get them in the mail far before the Christmas rush, the Christmas mail rush. And that's the only, there's 2 deadlines. There's another deadline of signing up. Miss Dana knows what the signing up deadline is. Do you remember off the top of your head? She's probably busy with her mama. And she probably knows what that getting signed up deadline is. Oh, October 31st is the deadline to join. So you still have, if you're not sure. Yeah, I've got a lot of Christmas cards too. I bought a bunch. You go the day after Christmas and you buy. The problem is, this is a game. This is the game we play at my house. It's called Yes, I Have That. Where is it? That's correct, Sherry. All you have to do is email Dana. Dana, why don't you throw your email address up there real quick? And anybody who wants to play this game can email you. And please don't wait. This is just a fun thing. I want to say, and I'm going from memory here, and y'all know my memory, but I want to say we've got 3 full. There we go. It's Dana's. Let me pin this. Oh, how do I do it? Show. There. That's the email if you want to play with the ornament exchange. All you have to do is send her, just drop her a little line, tell her what your mailing address is, tell her you want to play, tell her your mailing address, And remember, if you've got a P.O. box you'd prefer to use, because everybody on your list of 10 people is going to get that address. Just the people on that list. And of course, Miss Dana. Nobody else will get it. And please, please, please follow through on this, because the people on your list are going to be looking forward to it. So Miss Sherry, there's the email address to participate. And you have until the end of October to sign up with Miss Dana. And then you have until the 20th of November to pop them in the mail. And yes, you play that game on a daily basis. Now, where is it? Where is it? We are super excited. And I'll tell you what, there are 18 million ideas for Christmas ornaments on the internet. I think Dana found a couple of lists when she was popping around on there. Did you not say, Dana, that that you found one from Mikey? Didn't Mikey have a list of easy Christmas ornaments? And I know when I was looking, I probably found at least 50. I found one that I fell in love with, which was not this one. And I even bookmarked it. You think I could find it later? Yeah, the washcloths for the vets. I did these 2 days. I think it took me 2 days to do these. Mikey has great ones for his advent calendar. The important thing is make sure it's something you're going to be able to easily mail out. Oh, look who we have. Look, it's the star of our show.
I'm so excited. Oh my God.
Yay.
Can you hear me? Okay.
I can hear you.
All right. Awesome. Awesome.
I need to chatter on.
Oh, I'm training somebody, so I needed a little extra time. There was a whole big thing at my house, but I'll talk to you about that offline. I just gonna go in and share, because I didn't have a chance to share the video, Robbin.
That's okay. Oh, penguins and gnomes. Somebody I talked to, gosh, and it might have been you, Sherry. Was it you, Sherry, last night that said you wanted to crochet some snowflakes out of the thread? I love those.
They're so pretty. Yeah.
They're so pretty. Mister's mom used to make those. We still have just a very few of them left over from when she was able to crochet, and they're just precious to us.
Yes.
Hello. I missed you guys.
Well, we missed you too. You were gone forever.
I was gone forever, and then not being able to. And it was so funny because I couldn't send pictures, and I could text. I could send a text message if somebody had an iPhone, but nobody had iPhones. So I could only text message like 2 or 3 people. And then one day, and I don't know why, one day out of the blue, I could send, what is it, iMessage? It just randomly it worked. I'm like, oh, I got a message. And I sent a message real quick. And then the next day that didn't work anymore. And sometimes I could get an email. She's frozen. Sometimes I could get an email. Oh, there you are. Most of the times I couldn't. Sometimes it was like, it was so bad. It was so bad. And I could make a phone call the day I was in Cabo, because that's Mexico, and my service worked in Mexico. So I was able to touch base with my daughter and my granddaughter and Morgan, and that was it. So then I was completely out of touch the whole rest of the time. I went insane.
Where did you make those videos then? Did you pre-make those videos?
Oh yeah, I made all those videos before I left. That's why I was like frantically trying to get videos done. I was sitting in the hotel room recording videos and trying to get them to upload. And I was recording videos while I was driving and I couldn't get anything to upload. The internet wouldn't work. And I was sitting in the parking lot at the airport recording videos and nothing would upload. And then I got to the hotel and the internet was like screaming fast. So I'm literally sitting in the bathroom recording videos and the upload was fabulous. And it's not the recording of the video isn't what takes time. It's the uploading and getting all the information in there. That's what takes forever. So okay. So Miss Sherry has set up, and you guys know me, but so it's on Facebook. Oh dear God, the Facebook Messenger. She has set up a thing. You know how we get the pictures and the patterns, and so she has set up. I see attachments.
Yeah.
And, oh my God, there's a million. Oh, she has sent a million patterns. And oh my God, a million patterns, your inspirations. So she has set up a thing, and I will get Amber, who knows how to do this stuff. And what are you doing? What are you doing? Whatever you're doing, turn it off.
Making a ton of noise.
Hey! Oh my God. Excuse me while I go kill someone.
Sure, go for it. Go kill him.
What are you
I'm gonna start my clock. Oh my gosh, it has been a minute, y'all. It has been a serious minute. I'm doing the timer because I only have 30 minutes for lunch. So I had to do the timer real quick. But I want to say hi, Paula and Sherry and Dana and whoever else is in here. It looks like there's like 15 or so people in here. I can't really see. Sorry. And it's only showing me the top comments. I can't see everybody. I was pixelating for a sec.
So after when Amber and I talk after this, I will have him show me how to make this so you guys can all use this. So when we have these pictures and these patterns and all these wonderful things that we want to share out, that we'll make this a public group so that we can all do this. Thank you so much, Sherry, for doing this for us.
I really want to make those snowflakes. I used to make them like years ago. But I'm like, I'm like them. I don't want to use crochet thread.
Oh, I do. I bet you we could use a sock yarn. That wouldn't be too bad.
Mm-hmm.
A pretty sock yarn, a pretty sparkly sock yarn. I'll bet you
that
those
would be good.
Beautiful.
I have those. What was it from? It was from Hershner's, maybe. That they had those cakes that were kind of like the Hobie cakes. And they're pretty thin. They're all cotton. Aw. Melinda, I miss you too. I am working on to figure out how to upload more videos because obviously I haven't stopped crocheting ever. I crochet all the time. And I make new crochet items and don't finish the old ones. So
did you hear where Lion Brand's got several choices of yarns, including the Schitt's Creek, which it's a 200-gram skein, 6 for 12. 6
Oh no!
for 12.
I haven't used that yarn. Is it soft? Is it like regular?
Has anybody in here used it? The reviews look pretty good. There's 2 or 3 people that go, "Oh, this stuff is terrible," but everybody else said it was really nice. I've never used it.
Okay, look. Red Heart Super Saver is my favorite yarn of all time. So if it's comparable to that, I'll be perfectly fine.
I know. Dana says I don't need it. Oh, Sherry made snowflakes with number 4 yarn. I bet those were huge.
Thank you. Bella, hello.
Bella,
Sherry,
Sherry does not like it.
is it Super Saver rough or is it a different kind of rough?
You felt it at Michael's, but have you
Mhm.
used it? See, I don't know. I don't know. I don't need yarn. I don't need yarn. I don't need yarn. I don't need
I would
yarn.
love it. Sadly, I have some, but me. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm thinking after you wash it, it'll be really, really nice and soft. I am working on minis right now, so I'm making a bunch of squares. Because I need to get rid of some yarn. I got a lot of yarn. You guys got a lot of yarn. You know that you do. Just your regular 4-weight yarn. I've got Super Saver. This is Brava. And I got to tell you that if I wasn't so attached to Super Saver, because of course it's nostalgic for me, this would be my next favorite is Brava worsted from We Crochet.
That's what I was just saying. I bought a pattern. Let me see if
Yeah.
I can find it. I bought a pattern because it was a crochet along, because God knows I've got time for a crochet along. Okay, I put it in I saved it in my crochet.
Am I really keep freezing up all the time? This is stupid.
Juniper and Oaks Nordic Star crochet along. They're on week 3. Have I even started? Of course not, because I was on a cruise. Let me see if I can find. It's from Juniper and Oaks, and I love her crochet alongs. This is her 3rd one, and it's mosaic, which you know me in the mosaics. I'm such a where is it?
I love mosaic.
I bought this. She does one every year, and they are usually free. This is the first year she charged for it. I didn't care. Her work is beautiful, and you guys know the work that goes into creating a well done pattern. Her patterns are always very, very well done.
Yeah.
And well, this is just a taste of it. There, can you see it?
I'll have to wait until it comes up.
Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna make me big.
Okay. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah, it is super gorgeous.
I think she charged $10, so it was nothing. And she does videos and the Nordic Star. Sally's doing it as well. So I was gonna buy the yarn from Hirschner's because their 3-packs were on sale for $10. So it was going to cost me $20 for the yarn. I already had enough white. I was just going to get the blue. And then I'm like, no, I'm going to look in my stash. And I had enough Brava.
I love Brava.
Blue. And then I had cream and something else. And I thought, I'll do one of the mosaics in a different color just to make sure I had enough. And I went in and looked at some of the other ones. Other people have done it with a couple of different colors, and it looks fine. It's fine. I don't need to, because you guys know me. I'm getting.
Is there more than one color?
No, it's only one. But some of the people who are doing it have used more than one, and it looks fine. It's fine. I don't have to just use one color. Because they're done in panels, because it's mosaic. And so, this week is this strip. So I'm just to make sure I've got enough of the blue that I have, I'm going to just pick a different mosaic and do it in a different color just to make sure I don't run out. And I'm going to use what I already have.
I'm trying real hard to do that as well. I think this is the year of use what you've got, so where did you get that pattern? Send me a link if you can. Green and white.
I will.
What basic stitch Sally is. Okay.
Yeah. I'll send the link. It's I've got it in my Ravelry now because it was on sale before the cal started. Now I think it's $12 now, but it's so beautiful. And for a pattern of that quality, and she's got all the charts. She's got it written. She's got it in charts. She's got it, she's done all this work.
When it comes to mosaic, I really prefer charts.
I prefer a chart, but some people do not, and I don't understand that.
Because you can put a ruler there and just move your stuff up, and I can really count how. And when I have a chart, I can also upsize it if I wanted to.
Yeah. And she gives Sally, didn't she give the what's the word?
Multiples.
Thank you. Didn't she give the multiples also, Sally? I want to say she did. Sally's doing it as well.
And Paula's doing it too.
Who?
Paula.
Oh, Paula's doing it as well. Oh, okay.
I think that's what she said. I'm a little behind.
I think you're right. Basic stitch would be perfect for this. And I'm thinking the Schitt's Creek would be perfect with a 200 gram skein, a 200 gram skein for $2.
Yeah, she was just telling us about the Mainstays anti-pilling, 240 for 266. So that's,
it takes quite a bit of yarn. Doesn't it take more than 2,000 of one color and over 1,000 of the other color? It's a blanket. It's a full size.
Oh, that's pretty typical. When I make blankets, I make sure to at least have 2,500 or 3,000 because I want to make it a bigger blanket. So I make sure I have enough.
Yeah.
So I'm a huge fan of the Mainstay line. They really did a good job.
Oh,
I wish they had more colors.
Yes. Yeah.
But they did a really good job.
Oh, her chart's a little confusing. Oh.
No, I don't like confusing. How hard? I mean, honestly, you really have to mess up a chart if to write it. And here's the thing: what I do with charts as well, Sally. The charts for me, I don't need that colored background. I just need the X's and the blank spaces. I don't need the gray shadowed area. I just need the little X or not an X, and then the first stitch and the last stitch. And
Sally, have you done mosaics before, Sally? Is that part of the problem? Because I cannot remember. I thought I've done some of her projects before, and I don't remember having a problem. But there is also a Facebook page. I can't remember. I know she's very responsive on her lives. Okay.
Who is it?
I don't remember.
Send me a link to that too. It anything to do with this because it's really amazing. Now, are they trying to get it done before Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not. I mean, I'm probably honestly because I've got that Christmas blanket I have to get done, and I have 3 craft shows between now and Christmas, which means inventory.
Oh, yeah.
So I have one project. I've got the Christmas blanket that must be done for Christmas, and that's the only thing that is a must. Everything else is whenever. I do not want to start another project. If I go to Texas, we're thinking of going to Texas next, probably January-ish. And I'm going to take the Sholish that we have with the trees and the cabin. I'm going to take
that is going to be amazing. That would be just so much fun to work on.
Oh, I know. I'm going to take that with me, and I'm going to take my the cow with the red cow. Black and white squares and black and white with X's.
What is that?
She's saying she has black and white squares and black and white with X's in them. Once you first get the first repeat down, it's easy. She also has a sample one from one of her other blankets, and that might be it might be a good idea to do one of her little sample one of her sample squares from a previous project, just to get used to her way of doing it. That might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, and I don't like the black and white squares. Like I said, I can do it without it. So I really try hard not to see them. I just try to see the X's and the blanks.
Mm-hmm.
But I am finishing. Okay, so listen, I did a tutorial for the way that I do the mosaic, and I did not pick the correct yarn. It's super dark. The yarn is dark, not the video. I have a 45-minute video just waiting to be published. It's been like there for like, I don't know, 5 weeks. But I'm like, well, maybe I'll just go ahead and publish it. And if I have to explain it, maybe I will. And I've got to talk to Sally. Oh, is it Sally? No, Sherry. How do you dye acrylic yarn?
It can be done. We got some when we went to the Yarny Social.
Yeah.
In our no, I don't want to misspeak. If Dana's still here, I don't want to misspeak. But in our swag bag, we had some hand dyed acrylic yarn.
Yeah.
It was from, oh my God, what's her name? She's a dyer on here. She is. I'll bring it up next week because it's gorgeous. And it's wait a minute, is Morgan up? No, she'd never be able to find it because it's in my room. But she's dang it. What's her name? She's you guys know who it is. Where is Dana?
The yellow came out so vibrant, huh? No, I haven't seen Dana in a while.
Okay, she's doing something with her mama. So did you put it in the thing?
So, I mean, you got to unravel it, right? Out of its
Oh my
skein?
goodness. Okay, let me make you big.
Crochet in agreement. Okay.
Yes, crochet in agreement. Thank you, Sally.
Oh, I see.
So what color was it to start with? So you over dyed it? Wow, that's phenomenal.
That is.
Yes, crochet in agreement. That was it, Mary. What color was it to begin with?
That's really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put my glasses on to see what time it is. Okay, I gotta see how much time I have left. I punched out at 41, so I have 11 minutes after the hour. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it was white.
Oh, okay. And then you pre-soak it in salt water to get it to accept it. The one thing I've heard about dyeing acrylics is it's hard to get it even. And we did notice that with the crochet, with this yarn that we got. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. But the blues, some of it was more teal and some of it was more blue. So yeah, it's real hard to get the colors consistent. But
yeah,
it's
because it's still in the skein, right?
huh?
Because it's still in the skein. I don't know either.
Yeah, they hang it up for us. They hang it up for us.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I understand. It took me a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But how? How would you do that? I'm not ready to die.
Oh no, absolutely not. Miss Morgan is. She thinks we're ready for that, and I'm like, oh.
Bless her heart.
Yeah. But she also thinks we're ready to start spinning, and I'm like, ah.
Oh no, that is not something I'm interested in at all.
Not spinning, weaving.
Oh. No, I'm not interested in weaving either.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because once I start, that's why I won't knit. It's because I'll want everything. I'm like, oh my God, I get so excited. Let me get that size needle and that size needle. And hell, oh my gosh, I get to get those ones. Everybody says they're fantastic. I better get a pair of those in every size. And then I have to get, well, is this yarn good or should I get some more soft yarn? And then how many patterns do I need? And then I'll go down the pattern rabbit hole and have 15 patterns and within 15 seconds and buy all of them. And then, the only thing I'll make is a blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I do. I just love blankets so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not, I refuse to start because, it's a whole new craft. And I'm sticking with the crocheting and dabbling in knitting. And I'm not going to, I might play with dyeing, just like the Kool-Aid dye or the fun little, but I am not going to dye yarn. It's not going to happen. For one thing, I don't have space to do anything like that. But I've heard where you do, you can do it in the microwave or you can do it in a crock pot. But it's just be a little play thing.
Yeah. Oh my God, Robbin, when's the last time you've been to Hobby Lobby?
Before I left. And it was.
Did you guys have Hanks? The Hanks were gone. The hand-dyed Hanks in my store are gone.
They're gone. They have nothing. And even the Hobby Lobby yarn, it's like they got nothing. They got nothing.
I guess when there's another pandemic. Hello.
Hi, Miss Saf. Thank you.
We'll get another one, but whatever. Oh, I forgot to hit the like button, guys.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up button.
Yeah, it's a sad situation over there. Next week is Yarn Week. Last week was Yarn Week because I was thinking I needed something, and then Morgan told me, oh, last week was Yarn Week. I did, however, I was telling the girls, there's a decent sale this week at Joann's, and if you know what you want, you can order it and then pick it up for another 25% off. So I got the yarn that I needed for my chickens for like $6.50, which is a really good price. Because I got to make more chickens for my craft show. I'm hoping I don't get stuck with 25 chickens. Or guess what's going to be bingo prizes, people? Y'all are getting chickens.
Oh, well, then I'm going to start playing bingo because I love your damn chickens.
I got a package ready to go for you. Finally.
Really? For me?
Yes, for you.
Oh.
Where is it? It's right here. Finally.
Awesome sauce. I think you have my new address because I closed my P.O. box. I closed down a lot of stuff. I really want to make more time for YouTube because I miss everybody. Oh my God, I saw that. So I'm going to try just to make, even if it's not crochet related and just, vlog stuff. I think I want to continue doing that. You're trying not to buy anything from Michael's. Okay. We'll see how that works out for you.
Yeah. I've got to get through these 3. And then I'm like, I am never doing another farmer's market. The 20-week commitment about killed me. And I'll tell you what it did do. It forced me to learn how to do things that I never would have done before. The chickens and the octos and the small things and the fun things, which I'm loving making. I'm loving it. But because, me, I make blankets, period. I make blankets. And so that was great. It was a great learning thing for me. But I have not made anything I wanted to make in months until I went on the cruise. Hey, y'all, don't forget, get over there and get your guess in because it's worldwide. It's a worldwide.
Oh, how much you did? When are you going to put that? I'm going to
make my video on Saturday. Okay. And I'm giving you guys the same hint that I give people last night. I did not get nearly as much done as I wanted to because I got sick. And I'll give you the exact same hint that I gave people last night. So Saf, this is worldwide because it's a gift card. Let's say I took 15 things with me, which I did not. I didn't get 15 done. I didn't get 14 done. So that's a big hint. Okay. So if you guessed the top number or the second from the top number, those were not correct. So go in and make a new guess. You don't have to edit it. Make a new guess because the more comments that are in there, that helps me.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Dana's back. Hi, Dana.
I'm back. What did you miss? Oh, we talked about you a lot.
Oh, it was pretty bad. She was not very nice. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we ordered a lot of yarn. It's being sent to your house.
Okay, so I obviously haven't been on YouTube in a really long time, so I've been seeing these videos pop up about Joann's. What's going on with them?
Oh, I've missed all that. I don't know.
Somebody was like, "Is Joann's closing?" I don't know what's going on.
Every store always closes down a handful of their stores that don't do well. That's the last thing I heard was a handful of the stores are closing down.
Oh,
I know,
okay.
Steph, I do amigurumi and I like it. Don't tell anybody. I like it.
So, you started saying about the shows. So, are you going to limit your shows next year?
Well, I had no intention of ever doing any more craft shows once I'm done with these 3 school ones. And then somebody was telling me how really, really nice the local one is by me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to commit myself to a whole freaking summer.
No, for sure not.
And that's what I did here. It was 20 weeks and it's, I don't want to do it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. We travel too much and I want to go to Texas and I'm going to do. Well, then the one lady I was talking to who, she's in my woman's business group for my actual job. She does it. And I was saying, oh, it just sounds miserable. And she goes, oh no. She goes, I make hundreds of dollars a week there. Because I was telling her how crappy the one I was at. And she goes, my slowest week is like $300.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh. And she goes, you don't have to sign up for the whole time. You can just do 1 week a month. You can do whatever you want. And I'm like, oh. So now it's a whole new story. Because I'm like, I don't want to commit to 20 weeks of this crap.
Right.
And I'm like, oh. And I said, isn't it really hot? She goes, no, we're in the park. It's on the lawn. It's shady. And I'm like, oh. And it's a really nice neighborhood. It's just down the road from me.
I think you talked about it before. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
So we got a lot of comments. Dana wants to talk Alaska. I apologize. I can't talk Alaska. I got to go back to work.
Go back to work.
Yeah. And then I don't know for sure, but Paula, I think the fall is way better for craft shows than the summer. People are busy during the summer. They're leaving. They're done.
And I really believe it depends on the neighborhood.
True that, yeah.
And it's farmers market, not craft.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And around here, it's a big deal. There's one every night of the week. I had no idea. I've never been to one before. Every night of the week.
Wow.
I had no idea. And Miss Morgan went to one and she brought home all this stuff. She goes, it's the one I'm talking about. She goes, it's the coolest thing I've ever been to. It's
and
cool.
That's the one that you want to go to, the one where she makes $300.
Yeah.
Oh. You know you're going to do it. You say no right now, but you know.
Because I'm tired.
Yeah.
But we'll see. That's next year. But I may not even get in. A lot of these things, there's a year waiting list.
Oh, wow. Well, yeah, with that one, I bet there is.
The good ones, yeah. So
my 30 minutes is up.
Okay.
I'm so happy I was able to be here.
To talk about.
Yeah. Wait till I get off work.
Okay, I'll call you tonight. What's tonight? What's today?
Monday.
It's Tuesday. I gotta look on my calendar. I think I'm available tonight. Love you, dear. I didn't even ask how your mama's doing. How's your mama doing?
Oh, yeah.
we'll talk about that after we get offline.
Okay.
So it's a
Miss
big
Sherry?
whole mess, but
Okay. I'll talk to you later. Miss
All right,
Sherry, you know, I made all that stuff. Not a single one of them sold. That's not true. I sold like 2 towel toppers. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. It's so darn hard to figure out what people want. That's been part of my problem is I don't know what people want. I don't know what people want. Okay. Miss Dana wants me to put out a teaser. Not next spring. Not next spring. Spring of 25. And when I say spring, I'm talking May, either May, late May, early June. Late May, early June. We are thinking, and we are in such the early beginning, not even kindergarten. We're preschool planning stages of possibly, maybe, perhaps putting together a cruise to Alaska with all of our Yarny friends. Now, this is not don't be thinking the Mikey level crochet group cruise. Nowhere near. This is a cruise to Alaska with a bunch of friends who happen to like to play with yarn. There will be a tiny bit of yarn stuff. Okay. So think about a cruise to Alaska. Think about, and when I say spring, because Alaska doesn't open until end of mid-May, early June. Dana wants me to tell you everything because Dana can't keep a secret. I have started. I had 2 days to do research before I left on my other cruise. I had 10 minutes to do research since I've been back. So that's how I spent one entire night not sleeping because all I could think of was this cruise. That's how much research I've done. You guys, this is the first. Yeah, this is the first. You guys are the first people we've told. So it's you and Dana that know about this. And the one lady on my last cruise that I talked to about it. We're thinking it'll either go out of Seattle or Vancouver. It'll be 7 or 8 days because that's the time frame that they do. It'll be either, and again, I can't answer any questions because I have 0 answers at this point. It'll either be round trip from Seattle / Vancouver, or of course, Dana told everybody on Facebook because we have no information. So go ahead and tell everybody. I also found a really good deal on one that is one way from Vancouver. Let me look at it. Vancouver. It leaves out of Vancouver and it goes to, I took a picture of it.
Anchorage?
I think it was Anchorage.
That's what you said earlier.
Anchorage. Yeah. Whittier, Anchorage. From Vancouver, and it ends up in Anchorage. That actually looked like a really good one. Yeah, early to mid 25. Sounds like a long ways away, but I'll tell you what, some of the ones I've looked at are already booking out. I'm going to work with a travel agent because typically they can get us a good deal on a block of rooms. And that's kind of everything I know right now. I'm just wetting your whistle, letting you know what we're thinking of. Typically, the cruise lines I'm looking at are Carnival because they're usually the least expensive. Norwegian, because it's a little nicer and they have better packages than Carnival. And this one-way one that had the really good one-way was Princess. Princesses are usually a little nicer. They're also usually a little more expensive. I am going to do my best to keep the prices very reasonable. That's everything I can tell you. That's everything I know. I also know I will never, ever, ever do a cruise where we do not go to the cruise port the day before. It is dangerous to show up to a cruise the day of. It is not a good idea. There are too many problems. Even driving, we drove to our last cruise and we still showed up the day before. Things happen. You always want to show up the day before. So it would be show up the day before, spend the night in your cruise port the day before, get on the ship the next day. Take your cruise. You can get off the day and then fly home that day, or spend the night in the cruise port and then fly home the next day. That's almost everything. That's about 90% of the information. The should you choose to go, you will have to put a deposit. Most of the time, your deposit is non-refundable. Most of the time, the deposit is a couple of $100 or maybe as much as $400 or $500. I can't even tell you how much it would be because it depends on which cruise you do. Most of the time, the fees that we hear are going to be based on 2 people in a room. Sometimes you can get a solo room. They're few and far between and they go fast. Okay. That's everything I know right now. I will be working on this in the next couple of weeks to get figured out which cruise line, which cruise, all of the things. Okay. I'm going to do it quickly because they sell out fast. The cheaper cruises sell out fast. And the earlier in the season, the cheaper the cruise. I'm trying to keep it as reasonably priced as possible so we can get as many people as possible. So with that teeny tiny little bit of information, and just as a guesstimate, if based on my previous experience, let's say in the neighborhood of $2,000, $2,500 a person in May or June of 25. How many of you think possibly, maybe, perhaps, is this something you might be interested in? Could you guys give me a rough idea? Obviously, nobody's being held to anything. I'm just trying to get an idea of interest at this point. For sure, Dana and I.
Me.
Well, you count as I. You can have, if you get a room, usually you can have up to 4 people in a room, and your 3rd and 4th person is usually super, super cheap. So let's say, as a for instance, the first person is, let's say, just for the sake of argument, $1,200. Your second person is also $1,200. Your third person might be $300. And then everybody splits the cost and you get it down that way. That's a good way to get prices way done. So just rough idea if somebody might possibly be interested. We're just trying to get an idea who might be interested.
They usually have 1 bunk bed.
Get your knee surgeries done. Yeah. Mr. takes, payment plans. Oh yeah. You just put a down payment up front and then you make payments over time. Usually your final payment is due 3 or 4 months before your cruise date. And they're real upfront about that kind of stuff. Alaska. We're talking Alaska. And depending on which cruise we pick will depend on which ports you end up going to. That early in the year is still cold. And although when we went that early in the year, it was high 60s, low 70s, but that was a fluke. They said that normally doesn't happen. 3 of us. Yeah. Full bathroom, 3 people, very comfortable. 3 people. 4 is a little crowded with adults. 3 is very comfortable.
But we have done it.
We have done 4. You want to be very cozy with your 4 people. We've done 4 full adults. 3 is quite comfortable. But anyway, and 3 really brings the cost down. Really brings the cost down. Because that third person is usually a couple of $300. I like doing Norwegian because they usually have a special where it includes some specialty dining. It includes a discount on your excursions. It includes a discount on your internet package. It includes your drink packages for the first and second person. And then you usually, if you got that third person, you figure out a way to split the costs up. So, the third person, you share in the costs. If you go Carnival, it's usually a little cheaper, but all of that stuff is separate. Princess, I have no idea on how much all of those things cost because I have not done a Princess cruise
In 12 years.
12 years. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. But I'm going to do some digging. I'm going to come up with some hard numbers and some itineraries. And we will pick a cruise and we will throw it out there. And if we only get 4 people to go, we'll only get 4 people to go. That'll be the way that it is. It might just be us and Dana, and that'll be fine. Me and Dana will have a wonderful time on our Alaskan cruise. So there's no commitment whatsoever. We're just trying to get a feel for who will be interested in
Cruise
going.
lines are used to seeing me with multiple women. So.
Yeah. It certainly is. And for anybody who's concerned, an Alaskan cruise isn't as formal as the other cruises. You still get all the amenities, you still get all the fun stuff, but you don't have to dress up. You don't have to. The most dress up is you have to wear, the men can't wear shorts in the dining room. So it's a little more laid back than some of the other cruises. So anyhow, there you go. That's something that me and Dana have up our sleeve that we're putting together for late spring, early summer of 25. Oh yeah, when we went to Alaska, our big 2-week cruise that we did, we ended up, just from talking to other crafters on the cruise, we ended up having a group that met every day in a special area. In fact, the gentleman who ran the restaurants set aside an area for us in one of the restaurants that wasn't open so that we had a comfortable place to work on our crafts every single day. He set it aside for us. And just from the different ladies that we met working on projects, we put a little group together. It was so nice. It was just wonderful. And I've never been on any cruise where we didn't meet other crocheters and other crafters, knitters and crocheters and quilters. And, people take their things on cruises. And I met a lovely lady on this last one beautiful knitter. Oh my gosh, her knitting was just gorgeous. And we just sat and chit-chatted for 2 or 3 hours one afternoon. And I'm hoping to connect with her. She thought this sounded like a wonderful idea. So anywho, that's what we've got up our sleeve. And I'm hoping over the next couple of weeks to have something pretty solid put together, because although it sounds like a long time away, it really isn't. And I know some of the rooms are already selling out on the ships going in that time frame. So our time is up. We've already gone over our time, of course, like we always do. Yes, absolutely. I took 20 ducks, and I hid 20 ducks over the course of the time frame. I found, I don't even know where it ended up, one teeny tiny little duck. Yeah, that's very much a thing. I was kind of not sure it would be as much of a thing on this cruise, because there were hardly any kiddos on this cruise. I don't think there was 15 kids on this cruise. Yeah, there were some crocheted ones. Not a lot, but there were some crocheted ones. I was surprised. I had not heard of crocheted ones being hidden, but there was a ton. There was one guy, how many did he find?
39.
One guy that Dennis talked to found 59 ducks. And they actually said they were going to buy a Christmas tree, and he was going to hang all of his ducks on the Christmas. Some people keep them. Some people rehide them. I had found one on the cruise that I went to in July, and I took it with me and hid it on this one. So it had the name of the cruise and the date and everything. And so yeah, it was a big deal. People took pictures of them and posted the pictures. And yeah, most people don't find that many. A couple of the girls that were with me, they found 3 or 4 of them, and they took a bunch of pictures. In fact, did I take any pictures of the people that, I don't know if I took pictures of the people that, of the ducks that were found. I might have. Let me look real quick. Yeah, that's a big deal to take the pictures or to find them. And you write on, you get a little tag and put it on your duck, and you put the name of of your cruise ship, and I don't know if
ducks on the cruise ship.
Well, here's the one I found. Here's the little bitty one. You see, it was a teeny tiny one that I found. And I was sitting on a chair that was a black wicker chair. And I found that teeny tiny black duck. Yeah, I didn't take any pictures. Because there's a website when you're on the ship. There's a website, and people post pictures on. And I actually had downloaded some.
There's some cruise ducks.
I had downloaded some pictures from that other people had posted, but I didn't download any pictures of the ducks that people found. So, yep, it is a big thing. It is a big thing.
Cruise ducks.
So, yep. Yeah, you have a tag on it. And there's the Jeeps. I guess, yeah, Ducked Up Jeep. Yeah, so my sister had me crochet her a duck because of her Jeep, and I did not know that was a thing. And I guess that is a thing where people leave them on the Jeep for them. And so I didn't know about that, Sally. Easter eggs? What's that about, Sherry? I did see one lady had made the ducks out. She made No. When they make your vehicle? No, I've never. I know like at Disney, the Mickey Mouse ears, they call them, they're called Easter eggs. But I've not heard that with vehicles. That's interesting. Yep. So when you go on the cruise, so I made little cards that had, in fact, I put hashtag Roaming with Rover on it. And I put, the YouTube and stuff like that. I made stickers and put it on the cards. So hopefully we'll get some new people that found some of the ducks. We'll see. Yeah, I know it's all the Jeeps, and I just found that out from my sister. I didn't know that from the Jeeps. So, yeah. So anyway, alrighty. Well, we'll talk to y'all soon, and I got a little seasick on this one. I wore my C-bands. You can get patches. It's a prescription. And I do know several people wear those. On Alaska, there is one day that is bad for seasickness. And it's when you're on the inside passage. There is one day for sure. And you want to take all the precautions on that day. And I will, do the patches, do the things. Green apples are really good you eat green apples on that day. Take your Dramamine, do all the things. So, alrighty. I will talk to you guys later. I got a couple errands to run, and go in and look at my videos where you guess how many projects I got done. I will do the drawing video on Saturday while I'm at work. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Hello. Good.